from Florida, so air travel is pretty big deal for us. 126 million people traveled to Florida's tourists last year, and a lion's share of them came by aircraft. So the safety of everybody is really important. Mr. Muilenberg, the president and CEO of your commercial airlines was let go after this. What's your process to hold people accountable to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Yeah. Senator, first of all, my company and I are accountable. I believe that accountability starts with me. My board took some recent actions regarding my position, which I fully support, and will allow me to focus even more on safety. So every action we take is try to focus on safety. I have also taken some management actions. Again, those are focused on operational excellence and safety going forward. As other reviews are completed, if we see additional actions that need to be taken, we won't hesitate. But in some cases, accountability also includes improvements to our processes and our organization structure. And that gets to some of the changes we announced on our safety review boards, our new safety organization, our new board safety committee, and the realignment of all 50,000 of our engineers to our chief engineer in terms of reporting structure. All of those accountability actions are important, and all of them are focused on safety.
So if any of your, whether it's engineers or non-engineers, if somebody has a concern in the future about safety, what's the process you've created to make sure that it gets to you and you can react to it? Because ultimately, as a CEO, the buck stops with you.
Yeah. Senator, that's been one of the key learnings from this whole process is we need to elevate the visibility on safety issues that might come up at the ground floor level, make sure they get the right visibility and action. So a couple of things we've done there. One is, again, restructuring our safety review boards. So I now get a weekly update on safety review boards from across the Boeing enterprise at a detailed level, which I've found to be very helpful. We've also, with the stand-up of our new safety organization under Beth Pastor, instead of having those safety teams underneath our businesses, they're now separated and report up through our chief engineer. Any safety concerns that employees have will come through that organization. We've set up a new anonymous reporting system for those employees that might want to make anonymous reports to facilitate that. And we continue to have a full range of ethics hotlines across our enterprise that encourage employees to make their inputs. And we have a culture of asking our employees to speak up. We want them to speak up. We want to make sure they're heard and that we take action.
Sure. Have you made any changes at the board level that to increase the accountability for all employees?
Yeah. Well, Senator, our board has been very engaged in this entire process. One of the things we did is now about 6 months ago, I asked our board to set up a independent review led by Admiral Giambastiani. He has tremendous safety background. That committee came forward with a number of recommendations, some of which I mentioned in things that we've implemented. Our board will continue to be engaged in that process. And this new safety organization that I talked about, in addition to reporting to the chief engineer and to me, it also provides independent audit, if you will, back into our board. And our board has set up a new aerospace safety committee that's now permanent, headed up by Admiral Giambastiani. As you might have seen on Friday, we added another board member, Admiral Richardson, who also has deep experience in safety. He will also be a member of that committee. And so our safety organization will have an independent reporting line to them as well, which I think is a good disciplined process.